Thank you, Kate. A very eventful Week 5 in the CFL is set to wrap up in Edmonton as the RedBlacks roll into town to face the Elks. Edmonton, of course, 0-3 to start the season. Another slow start for the fourth year in a row. Ottawa also off to a bit of a slow start at 1-3, but they get QB1 back here this afternoon.
Yeah, the Ottawa RedBlacks will get their starter and their leader back in the lineup, in the starting lineup. Drew Brown missed 3 games, and in the one he did play, which was week 1 of the regular season, he threw for over 400 yards. The Elks are looking for their first win of the year. Their starter, Trey Ford, keeps improving. His only start versus Ottawa was a win, and he threw for over 300 in that one a couple of years ago. This team's got to win.
A walk-off winner, a Stampede Bowl. What do the RedBlacks and the Elks have for us here this afternoon? That's taken at the 20 on the initial return of the ball game. Decent push all the way back out beyond the 40. Move some protection around here. Ford on the ground. Nowhere to go. Might even be a loss percent on second down conversions this season. Ottawa, they're going to bring some pressure. Trey under fire, trying to escape, throws as he's hit, and he's got a first down. Goes back to Dunbar. Nice adjustment by Dunbar to haul that one in. He's got 22 yards early. Ford flips this out to Rankin. Got one block, turns it up, first down more. Takes it down to the 20. Stiff arm trying to get away. Touchdown Edmonton. Rankin takes it home. Flag on the play, but it's a 45-yard strike to Justin Rankin.
Once he had that football, gone.
6-play, 68-yard drive finished. Ford, Rankin got a big block to open up some space. Did the rest himself. 10th catch of the year for Rankin. Goes the distance.
Wow.
Brown deep in the pocket, down the field, finds a man just outside the 40. First catch of the day. 3 options out to the right for Brown, and now they'll bring an option underneath. They'll hand it off. Back to the line of scrimmage on the season. This one from just outside 40. It is up, and he sneaks it through inside that right upright.
Left hand.
Looking to throw here. Goes back to Rankin, a little bit high. Rankin hauled it in, but the tackle made immediately by Pickett. 1st and 10, Ford turns, pressure right in his face, dumps it over the top for Rankin again, and he's got space once more. Down to the 35-30 before they track him down. Ford already at 100 yards, 68 of them to his running back. Now out into the flat.
Yes.
Wide open, his fullback, Tanner Green, and Green broke one tackle and then pushed out of bounds. And Edmonton will look to find the end zone again here. Ford, this time tosses it in front of himself. They'll push it down towards the end zone, in! Touchdown Edmonton! Giddens, 2nd of the season.
So the last reverse they did, going in one direction. Julian Grant's going but it's fun. It creates a buzz. It creates talk. But he's not playing against Ed Hervey.
Ford in trouble and taken down. Nowhere to go on that one for Ford, as Bryce Carter has his 2nd sack of the season.
Get back into that groove at some point.
This drops in just outside the 10. And a little bit of room on the near side for Javon Leake. Leake doesn't need a block, gets by a man, now tries to cut it back up the field, runs out of space just outside the 40. Ford 8 of 8 for 126 and 2 touchdowns. Throwing again, or he wanted to, now he's going to take off on the run. There's a flag as he escapes, and he's got a first down on the far sideline. On the ground to start it, right up the middle. Stanback's got a first down for Ottawa.
And that just hasn't transpired so far.
Leake slides back and to his left, takes it at the 16. A little bit of space up that far sideline, and he's still going. Here goes Javon Leake. How about this? Midfield, one man to beat on the near side. He'll take it down to the 40. The finish the job.
Thought it was over. But there was a backside second effort that was on its way, and he just saw him in time. But look at the acceleration through the hole. That's just great, flat-out speed. 94-yarder, but watch how he gears down here thinking, okay, I'll glide the last 5, and then that was close. We've seen it happen before. But that's across the cone.
Would have been an all-time backfire, letting up Blanchard out. And that one's right down the gut. Tommy, get eyes on Trey down on the sideline there. We'll see what's up. Fajardo on the run to his right, down the field. Dunbar lays out and he goes and gets it. Spectacular stuff from Stephen Dunbar. Now on the ground. And that one sniffed out well by the RedBlacks defense. Malden, extra protection in on that line. That's where they're going to go, on the ground in a huge hole. Stand back again, takes it down inside the Edmonton 50. Here for Brown. Now they'll bring Pimpleton underneath. He finds a block, stays on his feet, cuts it back. Here goes Pimpleton, down inside the 25, tripped up just inside the 20. Pimpleton will go there as well. Stand back in it, running back. Brown waits from the pocket, goes to the end zone. Who else? Of course, Gino raises the roof in its return to Commonwealth. Touchdown, RedBlacks.
But deep down. Had the one drop earlier, comes back. Again. Lots of time.
Towering kick from Grace. 57-yard kick, taken just inside the 15. Pimpleton, look at this burst, right up the middle. Khalil Pimpleton, one man to beat, and now is he gonna go? They'll try to track him down from behind. He's at the 30, now to the 20. Over a man, still going, are you kidding me? What is happening? Khalil Pimpleton, not a flag inside, and it's a house call the other way. Unreal stuff here at Commonwealth.
Special teams in the Canadian Football League. How good is this? Javon Leake has one for Edmonton already tonight. Pimpleton now breaks a couple of tackles, keeps his balance, stays outside, outruns the angles, and then puts the brakes on. Little jump, cut back inside. 97-yarder.
Brown from the pocket, dumps it off over the middle. Adeboboye down to the 30, tries to bust through, and he's going to be stopped. Starts here on his own 13, high snap, gathers it, in trouble, ball pops out, he's trying to get on it, but Ottawa takes it away!
Upon review by the replay center, that was roughing the passer on Ottawa number 28. We're going to go up 15 yards from the 13-yard line, and a first down for Edmonton.
Still do quarterback sneak.
Ottawa's defense comes up big. White with the catch, nowhere to go. Serezna eventually there. He hit from 42 earlier. This one also from 42. Left hash. That one is up, a low kick. Needs 8 more yards here. It'll be an empty backfield. Now a little bit of help protecting. Ford down the field, lays it out there. Was it caught? Oh my goodness! Javon Leake, how'd you do that? Will come into the game. He's hit 5 field goals in a row. That'll be 6 as he puts it through, and Edmonton's lead. High snap, he'll get it into the hands, and this is a huge hole for Justin Rankin. Rankin down to the 30, down to the 20, there goes that man! House call, touchdown, Edmonton, 74 yards for Rankin!
Just some great acceleration in the open field though, but linebackers got buried in the mix, up in the mesh. You see Javon Santos Knox, he was tied up, couldn't get off his block. Adrian Fry followed him 5 yards behind for the final 30 yards of this run. A high snap that Trey Ford had to corral, but you can see just a wide open hole. Outstanding blocking up front.
You see him peeking at the monitor? He's peeking at the big screen. He's a fantasy darling today, is Rankin. Now there's a burst the other way, almost all the way up to midfield. He's made 2 from 42, this one from 43, and he'll make that as well. Brown, deep drop in the pocket, over the middle. Gino's upended, but he hangs on. Just outside the 50, Cordell Jackson got him.
That's the cutter.
And there's a flag.
Pre-snap read.
Brown drops one over the defender, almost into the hands of Hardy. Williams got a piece of it. 28-yard attempt from Ward. And once again, steady as she goes. 2nd and 7 on the 43. Ford, deep shot, down the field. Julian Grants can't get there, but there's a flag on the play. He was working against Adrian Fry, but that PI flag came out quickly.
Yeah, Adrian Fry is going to get
Defensive
tangled up.
pass interference. Ottawa number 22. The ball will be placed where the infraction occurred. First down.
See how he starts to stumble at the end? When the ball is about to arrive, he's stumbling into the receiver, and that's why the flag is thrown. There's no question that's pass interference.
2 to start the season. This one straight away, 35 for a 9-point lead. It is up, and it is through.
So they're going to need a stop from their defense.
Smack dab middle of the field. 4 options out to the right. He'll let it go to his running back, and he is stopped. Edmonton's defense all over it. Big package in for Edmonton. And a loss on this one as Rankin forced back by Pickett. Work from the Ottawa 32. Rankin again, almost busts that one. Touchdown saver. Well, I mean, it would have been Edmonton each of the last 2 years.
Last year, but
Yeah.
not even because of the accumulation of those years. It's more now.
Want a fresh start now.
Yeah, a fresh start.
Oh, no, I was going to say, wait a second. What?
No.
You're nuts.
No, Ottawa.
Earlier, Ottawa,
Yes,
yeah.
Ottawa.
With 3.5 minutes left. Blanchard puts it up. That one cuts the uprights for Drew Brown. Last gasp here for the RedBlacks. Deep drop down the field, and he's got a man inside the 30. Brown on the run under pressure. Out to his right. Clock ticks. Guns it towards the end zone. And a touchdown. Ottawa. Andre Miller. 3rd of his career. 10 seconds on the clock.
He was a deep route. So
On the short kick. Lays it up there. Mathis goes up and hauls it in. 6'7", Zach Mathis, tallest guy on the field, does his job, and Edmonton will indeed come out on top. Killam victorious for the first time. Trey Ford takes the knee. Killam after an 0-3 start. Able to find his way into the win column, and a salute to the crowd.